It occurs to me that I actually want to go check out one thing before we keep going on with this DLC that I noticed earlier and passed up on in favor of checking it out later. It's going to be in the ditch. This was something that was retrofitted into the game with the first DLC and is expected to be the payoff. Did I miss a lot? It did not knock down that ladder. Or the ladder can't be knocked down. Never mind. I say, is this being completely optional here? Yeah, there is a path that I totally missed in terms of opening up. A shortcut. That'll also be a little bit more time consuming, but shouldn't be too bad. Let's try this again. Right, so I can't use that because, so again, like I just told myself, I missed that switch. To advance, go back this way. Yeah. That's the Lady of Witch. Past the ghosts. Past the knights. There we go. Down the hole. There we go. I am gonna have to fight those knights, though I do believe they back off after a while. As long as I don't have to deal with pyromancers, not a huge deal. Wish I could be a little bit more talkative about it, but it is really just busting through knights right now. No, not the last bonfire. There we go. I believe they will stop following me as soon as I get in the light. For whatever reason. I never actually looked up. Is there anything... There's no reason why that light should be there. Consecrated by Velstadt, I suppose. Anyways, Sparkle Sparkle means use the Heart of Ash and Mist. This is just going to be a little bit of lore stuff.
Seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am Vendrick, ruler of Drangleic. Seeker of fire, deliverer of crowns. What do you see in the flames? Find the crowns and your own answers. The crowns hold the strength of lords from times long past. Seek adversity, as befits you, seeker of fire, coveter of the throne. I am no king. I am more fit to be a jester. I was unaware of my own blindness. We are feeble vessels with feebler souls. We would cast aside the prop of life, only to face greater hardship. Are you another such fool, or something more? I fail to see your design, young moth. But I see very little these days. But...
Supposedly he has extra dialogue based on how many crowns you have in your inventory, but I think it might have to be in sequential order. Still, it's interesting if only to hear what he sounds like. Because that's the first time we've ever actually heard Vendrick. Before, this was your only real interaction, was to fight his hollow, his huge, giant, sword-wielding hollow. I guess he has enough residual memory or something like to actually pick the damn sword back up. That's our greatest link, though, in terms of actually finding you reason to go get the crowns. So, we are supposed to seek adversity, and there is some sort of... either it's just the challenge, or there's some wisdom to be gained by what these earlier kings went through. It seems like each king so far has somehow dodged their interaction with their intended betrothed queen, if you will. But Vendrick, on the other hand, was perhaps not so lucky. A lot of invisible walls. What else is of interest here? As to what the crowns themselves represent, they each have... like, I haven't used it, but I've read up on it, at least the Iron Crown periodically restores spell charges, so there's some sort of idea of restoration there. The Sunken King trades stats. I believe that's its only function, is that you give and you take with it. So, and they all have little story bits associated with them. But so far it's just speculation. I feel like I need to get all of them, and hopefully something interesting like a new boss fight or a cool item opens up. There has been the implication that there will be a reward for getting all 3 crowns, so... if anything, my bet, unless the last bit ends up being especially heinous in this DLC, it's just going to be getting the Sin, honestly. Because that... I looked at some video stuff. I think I need to start rolling towards him more, as opposed to away from him. See, I don't have to worry about the invading spirit anymore. There are some more casters and whatnot, right? Yep. And this is all to go. There must be. I want to say I opened up a shortcut when I did the Ice Tiger stuff, or maybe the summons just weren't present because I can see it now. And once again, I'm sort of wondering if taking in lesser summons so that he has less health would be more beneficial. But I get the feeling I can actually warp back to the first bonfire now if I want to, in order to save some time. Double check around here to make sure we're not missing anything else. Yeah, because this is a drop-off. And this definitely was the way to the entrance, so I can save some time by doing that. That's good. Well, we can just try with 2 now, because I can't find another summon at the moment. And I still can't use Lightning Blade, but I do remember that I was able to get enough to actually use the new catalyst, so that's something. I wonder if I can poison it. So that's our... Okay. That's probably not good. Doesn't instantly kill. Doesn't necessarily empower either, per se. Big ol' swipe forward. I really need her to... It's not the item I wanted to use. I really need her to take some of that aggro. I've never seen Steelheart use Pyromancy before, or Fire Bombs, or whatever she's doing. Okay. Nope. Jeez. These regenerative properties of rings. I really do just need to run perpendicular when that happens. That's rough. That's real rough. I do want to try that poison strategy, though, just to see if it can be done. Sate my own curiosity. Oh, really? Masterless Glencore. It's from, I believe, right from the Drake Knight fight in Hyde's Tower of Flame. Yeah, he's in the longsword and everything. Right? Or is it? Or is Masterless? I remember him being bad. Maybe it's Freya. It's one of those two. Okay. Well, hopefully a little bit more distraction this time around. Nice armor. Huh. I haven't seen that one yet. So who do those aim for initially? Ah, it's a delayed swing on that. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure I gotta kill it if I want to advance. How many effigies have I stored up? Because I want to take one more attempt before I start repairing rings. Although, I have all these souls. Let's be real quick. I just need to do the EMB thing of playing it close and personal while I learn patterns. This bow thing, though, is probably not what I need to do.
People these days.
These days, indeed. Still, even as well geared, I feel like I'm pretty well geared right now. I'm like losing half my health every time I get hit, which seems excessive. Like a perfectionist playstyle just seems to be the common theme of what is needed to get all these done, which I don't really know how I feel about that. Like, I'm thinking back to like Calamite, even in, or even Artorias, like, I guess Manus may be the one that gave you the least amount of, like, room to breathe, for Dark Souls, but like this, just all the boss DLC seem to take out half your health. Like, I guess at least they don't one-shot you, but damn. Yeah, well, I'm not really using this for anything else, so why not? Fire back, just fire forward. Snow Tiger. That's what you are. I wonder if he can be poised out. Ugh. Having the distraction seems like a necessary kind of... I will be interested to see solo fights of people doing this. Because I feel like all I do is take an attack and start healing. I think it goes for the closest. Statues do not stop it. Ah! Those statues are such a cheat. They're like saying, oh, maybe this is temporary protection if you play it right, but no, they just like to get broken. I guess maybe what they're really there for is to be a sort of detection method if you're actually fighting the damn thing invisibly. Yeah, Jesus, I have no idea. It's about as bad as Sin for me right now, but this, once again, probably because I have not learned the patterns, per se. Maybe it's the shield. Maybe I just need something with a little more stability attached to it. This guy, Katana Speeder, do your thing. Okay, so you can roll through, but you have to not do it early. I think there's a pretty healthy delay on some of this stuff. Man, if those white phantoms are not being super distracting. Looks like he has to make the concerted effort to do the 180 swipe, but if he's stuck in a front-rolling combo, he's not gonna do that. He's not gonna combo out of that. That's a front swipe, though, for example, or a 180 swipe. And that was too early. So it seems like almost all of his attacks are dodgeable. It's just learning when to do the thing. And the read between the swipes is not the most obvious thing in the world. It doesn't look like those things go backwards. Probably a 180. Yep. This is going to be elite. What are you doing, Ellie? Okay, this comes elite again. She's just standing there. This is elite. No, this is. These trades just ain't in my favor. Even stick safely under it like I can with the Sif. Comes a 180. Well, getting poised out is better than getting hit. Better than taking them all. God, I really wish she wouldn't use Pyromancy. Run. Enough to reach. Well. Oh, okay. roll to the left. Or back, I guess? I guess back is probably still the best way to do that. That's not gonna, it's really gonna suck. Ugh. What? Okay. This is gonna get me killed. Ah! A little bit closer that time. I am learning the patterns. I need more Estus flasks. Ugh. I feel like I can take him. Maybe. Kind of. Is anything I have gonna give me more damage? Oh, that's something. That'll make me fat roll. Because I like the soul. I don't have really that many souls for repairs anymore. Okay, not fat rolling, and I get slightly more strength. Sure, why not? I'm gonna start again with the resin. Swipe. Not enough reach on this weapon. Oh well. Man, he's beating up my summons way faster than he. Wow. Oh, this is gonna just be an entire episode of working on this guy. Okay, like I said, I think I have quite... I don't have nearly as many effigies as I thought I did. Damn it. That means I really need to get him pretty soon. I'm surprised how much more damage they took this time around. Do I have any other tricks up my sleeve? No. Bleeding throwing knives. Or, better than bleed, poison knives. Let's see if I actually can poison him, because this will be easier than doing the bow. He's a pretty big target. Sure. Oh, come on! What?! That is such bullshit! I mean, come on, what the hell is that? Well, at this rate, I'm like, hell, let's just try it solo. He's gonna have less health. Shield with greater stability. Nope. Needs to be lighter. Fates is probably the best I would get out of that. Next to that would be... Jeez, Drake Keepers. Is there anything else I can drop for? Not really. Yeah, that's still 95. Let's try that. I don't know how to dodge that consistently. Really? What? I don't know. That seems really hard to do on your own. I guess if I had to sum it up right there. I'm trying to think of other approaches we could take here. Because as far as weapons go, I'm about as good as I can get at the moment. I do have some stuff I can buy, I know. I need to use this. I think I can buy more of these. I have some souls to spend.
You?
Stuff. I have bright bugs. Guess I could burn one of those if I really wanted to, but
Thank you.
it seems not necessary. Would there be any better suited weapons than what I'm like? I'm wondering if you will take more damage from slash. As far as weapons go, though, I think I'm doing alright. Again, I still want to see if he can be poisoned. I'm going to repair these.
I'll be around.
How stable is... I'm curious about the heavier shields. Stability rating of 65, is that? Stability of 65, 70, 75. So German Great Shield at weight is at 15. Is the most stable thing I get, which saves me more stamina, but I could also just equip the Baneful Bird Ring. Which means a slightly better spot for stability. And can I get any more on the Royal Kite?
What?
I get the feeling I could buy some Titanite and do it. No, I've got the shards for it.
I'll be around.
I believe that will increase the stability ever so slightly. Let's get rid of some items here. Let's do that and put on some of these other resins that I'm not using. Try poison on the right hand. Try fire for now. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna be burning through souls right now until we beat it, unfortunately. Still, like the wrong bonfire. That getting knocked down and then instantly hit again just seems like not good mechanics or something. I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to solo. Like I said, I want to see some videos because I know all the bosses can be soloed, but Sirens here, that's a new one. It's risky prospects getting in actual summons, but we shall see. Let's try Masterless Glencore because he seems to like to actually fight. This does not bode well. Oh, I was going to get rid of actually the blocking ring so I can get the ring of life protection. Alrighty then. Some sort of dark enchanted fighting thing. See how good you are then. My only hope is at least that she's smart enough to heal. Smart enough to dodge, that's for damn sure. That spin. really should probably heal just to be safe. Yeah, I guess back roll is the only real way to the safest way. Now we're doing. Jeez. I mean, for what armor she seems like she's wearing, she's got pretty damn good defensive stats. Whoa. Seems like the eat mechanic of the Covetous Demon doesn't take as much damage when they're eating something. That ice has residual damage there. The leaf, or is it the icicles? Looks like I don't want to screw it up now. Alright. Seriously, I've always depended on the kindness of white phantoms. Just with the default phantoms, though. Good God, that fight. Anyways, let's learn some stuff. Soul of Ava, the king's pet. Serve the Ivory King. Each of the Ivory King's 7 beasts was conferred to a specific duty. Ava was the guardianship of the king's beloved child of Dark. The wondrous soul of this beast can be used for a number. Child of Dark. So the queen must have whatever dark piece of Manus that got here must have actually sired a son, which, okay, now I really gotta think about stuff. None of these doors open from the side I want them to. Hey, I'm sitting on some souls though, that's good. We actually need to know who the queen was. On the sides here. Gorgeous view. Huh. And there's a bonfire actually too. Now, I hate to have just a whole episode that's just boss fights, but that's what this is going to end up being. Hopefully at some point I can actually get either a good summon to help me out with Sin, or I can actually get him on my own. But yeah, thanks for sticking with it. We'll do some actual exploring next time, so make sure y'all stay tuned.